So here's my new car. It's a 2000 Buick LeSabre Custom. It was my godmother's mother who, she passed away, and they were getting ready to sell the car right around the time I got in the accident with the Saturn, which, as you can see, is no longer here. I just sold it about 2.5 hours ago. And I miss it a lot, but I got this beauty now. So, got it for a good deal. It's a beautiful car. The customs were more of the basic standard LeSabres, but this one definitely has some options that make it a heck of a lot nicer than the Saturn. And I love the Saturn, but this is a lot more luxurious, I guess you could say. The best part about this car is it's got 59,000 miles on it. So this thing is still a baby pretty much. It's pretty clean. No rust to speak of. Nice and big. It's a barge. It's got 4-wheel disc brakes. 3 different sets of tires. This one right here and then the one on the back driver's side are Bridgestone. The front driver's side is a Goodyear, and this one is some sort of a Dunlop snow tire. So that's a little weird, but they're all good tires. It's got its fair share of dings and scratches on it. Looks like something was hit with the front bumper. The hood, roof, and trunk lids all had a bunch of scratches on them. It looked like some sort of animal got onto it. But I washed and buffed it last weekend, and looks like it took a lot of those out of there. But you can still, I don't know how good, there's a scratch right there. There's one over here somewhere. It's not without its scratches, but it looks a lot better than it did. There's a dent in the driver's side fender. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's a lot better than it was. We sort of got it out a little bit. Let's see. She backed into the garage or something right here. This also looks a lot better than it did. But you can still see a little bit of scratching. They were a lot worse before we did the buffing. There's some dings on the bumper here. Probably the most mysterious thing is this. I have no idea how she did that. I don't know what she hit, but anyway. So the exterior is real clean, real clean. I really like the color. I wasn't too sure how I was gonna feel about it, but I like it. We'll venture inside here. It's nice having working remotes, and the trunk's pretty cool. That's neat. Look at how huge that trunk panel is. This trunk is massive. It's gonna be nice for hauling my drums around in, but I got all my basic roadside stuff in there that I had before. I'm sure I don't need all of it, but it's nice to have. It's got a nice big trunk space. Well, close it all the way there. Look at that chrome shine. The driver's side, this passenger window does not work. I think the regulator's gone on it. But back's very clean. It's got the cloth interior. We shampooed the carpets, so that's nice. The interior is very clean. There's no tears in any of the fabric or anything. No marks in the doors. The back is actually quite spacious for what it is. And there's a fuse box under here, and the battery is under that seat. GM was notorious in these days for putting their batteries in weird places, and this car is one of the ones that got it under the back seat. So we'll go into that. It's got a front bench seat, which is wicked cool. Not too many, I don't think any modern cars have bench front seats anymore. Seats 3 up front. It's got power forward and backward, up and down and tilt. on the driver's side and power tilt on the passenger side, which is cool. Power windows and mirrors with auto down for the drivers and passengers front. A push button trunk thing that you can lock. That's neat. We'll get inside the car here. It's got cruise control on the wheel. A pretty nice stereo. I want to put the one in from the Saturn, but I'm not too I'm not like pushing to put it in there. This is a nice radio. If it had a CD player, I'd probably keep it. Climate control that takes a little bit to get used to, but it's neat. I have no idea what this thing is. If someone could tell me what this is, I would love to know, because I have no idea what it is. It's got this nice wood grain all around. Nice interior. Steering wheel is thin and nice to hold while you drive. It's got no tack, which is pretty cool. Don't really need it because it's an auto. Column shifter, which I really like. I guess this is the only interior blemish, is this fabric coming off of where the speaker is on the door. That's it. It's got this Twilight sentinel thing. That's the sensor right there that tells the lights when they need to turn on. It's kind of weird to get used to. I'm not used to having automatic headlamps. But the way it works is, you know, that thing detects when it is dark enough that the lights need to be on, and it'll turn them on. And it works in some way like that with the windshield wipers. Like if the windshield wipers are on for 5 seconds or something, it'll recognize that and then turn the lights on. So that's pretty neat. Give it a start here and show you the engine. It's so quiet. After having that Saturn with the glass pack, I'm really not used to driving quiet cars, but this thing is just super quiet. Starts right up. Let's see if I can do the hood thing with one hand. It's got the hydraulic hood holders, which is nice. There's your 3800 Series 2. I'm pretty sure this is after they fixed the intake problem where the coolant would leak into your oil. I think this is later than when they had those problems, but it runs good, it runs quiet. These things are indestructible, so I'm excited to have a 3800. It's pretty cool. I've wanted one of these engines for a long time. This joint right here, that chrome one right there, that had to be replaced because the original one, which I think was plastic, was leaking coolant. So they got that replaced, and I think maybe the radiator flushed. The oil's been changed. This thing's good to go, engine-wise. Big heavy hood. So there you go. Yeah, I don't think I really have any plans with it in the near future, except just get paying it off and probably put that radio in. I thought about doing a muffler delete, but I don't know. I'm in between it. This is kind of like a luxury car. You don't really do that on a luxury car. But this car runs and drives beautifully. The turning is super smooth, and if you've never ridden in a Buick, let me tell you, this car is literally the smoothest riding car I've ever been in. That's kind of what these Buicks were known for back in their day. Well, they're still around, but like back in around the time of this car, they were known for their smooth ride. So I'm happy with it. I'm going to miss the Saturn a lot. I already do, but this is definitely a good replacement. So, that's the new Buick LeSabre. We'll talk to you later, guys.